Leto is a significant figure in Greek mythology, known as a Titaness and the mother of two of the most important Olympian gods, Apollo and Artemis. Her story is intertwined with themes of motherhood, exile, and divine protection, making her one of the more intriguing figures in ancient myth. Leto was a daughter of the Titans Coeus and Phoebe, which made her a member of the primordial and powerful generation of gods known as the Titans. However, her most famous role in mythology revolves around her role as the mother of Apollo and Artemis, two of the most revered deities in the Greek pantheon. One of the key stories surrounding Leto involves her pregnancy with Apollo and Artemis. Zeus, the king of the gods, had fallen in love with Leto, and she became pregnant with twins. However, Hera, Zeus's wife, was infuriated by this affair and, in her jealousy, forbade Leto from giving birth anywhere on Earth. This curse sent Leto wandering across the world in search of a place to give birth. Eventually, Leto found refuge on the floating island of Delos, which was not considered part of the Earth and therefore not under Hera's influence. It was here that she gave birth to Apollo and Artemis, though the process was difficult and filled with pain. Delos, which was previously considered barren, became sacred after Leto's divine birth, and the island was later considered one of the most important religious centers in Greece. The twins Apollo and Artemis were born as symbols of light and purity, often seen as the embodiment of the sun and the moon. Apollo became associated with the sun, music, prophecy, and healing, while Artemis was the goddess of the moon, hunting, and protector of women and children. Leto's devotion to her children is a recurring theme in her myths. As a mother, she nurtured Apollo and Artemis, guiding them in their early lives and protecting them from the dangers they faced. Her maternal role is evident in many tales, including her defense of Artemis after the goddess's birth, when she was forced to flee from Hera's wrath. Leto's story also includes a symbolic connection to nature and the wilderness. As a Titaness, she is often associated with the natural world, and her children, Apollo and Artemis, both had close ties to nature. Apollo, the god of light, music, and healing, was a patron of the arts and often depicted with a lyre, while Artemis, the virgin goddess of the hunt, was known to roam the forests and wilds, protecting the creatures and people under her care. In terms of worship, Leto's significance in ancient Greece was not as prominent as some of the major Olympian gods, but she was still revered, particularly in the context of motherhood and protection. She had sanctuaries and temples, the most famous being located on the island of Delos. Additionally, she was often honored alongside her children, Apollo and Artemis, in religious ceremonies dedicated to the three deities. Leto's story is also one of resilience and strength. Despite the trials she faced, particularly during her pregnancy, Leto ultimately triumphed by giving birth to two of the most powerful gods in Greek mythology. Her myth reflects the importance of maternal care, the role of women in ancient mythology, and the idea of divine protection. In summary, Leto may not have the same level of fame as other Olympian gods, but her legacy as the mother of Apollo and Artemis, as well as her connection to the natural world, makes her a crucial and revered figure in Greek mythology. She embodies the themes of perseverance, motherhood, and the divine protection of her children, ensuring that she remains an important part of the mythological tradition.